Choice is deeply rooted in Shangri-La's history. The 16 families that came together from across the United States to form Shangri-La did so because they were looking for a choice that was different than what was normal for those times. Some of the first brochures created about Shangri-La note a focus on honoring choice and the uniqueness of each person. One of these brochures that I saw recently said, concentrating on choice and personal responsibility, the team of people delivering these services guide the individuals served in contributing to their home and to their community. Another one that I saw says, people's choice of lifestyle is varied, and Shangri-La ensures that personal touch of each person in our housing program is present in the home. Still today, choice remains as one of the powerful organizational values that guide our everyday. Across all of our programs, as our founding families envisioned, we ask individuals to make sure that they are making choices about how they engage in their life at home, in their communities, and at work. And yes, just as our founding families envisioned, that means that every person in our housing program gets to design a space that reflects who they are as a person.
One thing that Shangri-La really emphasizes is person-centered, and so by having the structure that they have and allowing the things that they love to make their home a home for them, it improves their quality of life, their happiness. Gary is very much into his cars and wanting to go out and see the antique cars, and every time we go out on drives and he sees a fire truck or an ambulance, he gets excited to see them because he associates with those to his cars that he has in his room.
You like to go in and look at your cars a lot?
Yeah.
And play with them?
Yeah.
Oh, Sandy's just wonderful. She's our puzzle queen for the house. She loves to do different puzzles. Every time we go for outings, she's always wanting to go to the store and find the new puzzles.
What's your favorite puzzle that you have up on the wall? Do you have a favorite?
I love this one. I love that
With
one.
the dog and the cat?
Yeah.
She will come home and work these puzzles day in, day out. And usually a good puzzle she will work on between 5 to 1,000 pieces and can get done within, I would say, a 3 to 4 day time frame, and having them glued and put up onto the wall so she can start her next puzzle. Each individual is so different and unique in the sense that they can go and put their own artwork and touches to the house and make it more of a livable style home, just like you or I live in. So by having the home feeling, they are living that unique, wonderful life that we get to live every single day.
LEAP is a day service program. It's just something that could get people out of their house and have them do activities that they enjoy. Every month we start like a new calendar, and it's due by the 25th. So we'll have a day dedicated to making the calendar, and we have 3 groups. So in every single group there's a different calendar, and we give everyone the chance to pick something, and we write it on the calendar. So there's everything we do they pick. They do community service, so they work for Salvation RV, Meals on Wheels. They go to the parks and pick up trash. They can come up with ideas. We also have pictures for people who are nonverbal to be able to show us what they want to do. And yeah, so we give them ideas. We're well, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And yeah, so it's a lot of us showing them a bunch of different activities, and then them also just saying other random things. It could literally be anything they want. But we have scheduled things, we've gone to a hockey game, and we had to leave for that at 5. So we were out way past the time, because LEAP usually closes at 4:30. So we make things work at night and stuff. If they want to do it, we'll figure it out for sure. It's always been like that, and it always will be. No matter what changes, it's always the guys comes first and what they want to do. So another choice is that they could go home if they wanted, because we have scheduled. Almost everyone rides cherry lifts, so there are scheduled times. But if they genuinely wanted to go home, we would call their home staff to come get them, and it's never really been a problem before because it's a choice to be there. Oh, it's very rewarding. Yeah, it's a good job. I'm very lucky. It doesn't feel like a job at all, because you just get to hang out with cool people all day doing things that they enjoy doing. Yeah, it's really cool.
We help people explore their potentials. So instead of saying, go out and get a job, do it now, they can take their time and explore the different career paths that might interest them. The old way of doing it was that when they came in, we automatically knew that they're going to be with us for at least 3 months, maybe 6 months. It was large groups, less individual attention, so people fell to the wayside. And in contrast to the new way where we see more one-on-one and we have that focused energy, we see the success rate increase. We schedule everything throughout the week with each customer one-on-one in a calendar, and they're like 1 hour little sessions. When they can come in, how long they can come in, it's their choice. They can also choose not to be a part of our program. And that's a choice, where before it wasn't a choice. They had to come through us, even if they already knew all of this stuff. And now it's up to them to drive their path. So they're much more engaged. You know, they're in the driver's seat and we're the passenger this time around. Then in a couple weeks, they're gone because they have completed everything that they set out to do with us. They got a job and now they're moved on to the next big deal.
I am an alcoholic and addict. I am a survivor of sex trafficking, and I'm a rape survivor.
At our outpatient mental health clinic, we offer a variety of services, the main service being therapy. So we have 2 separate counselors who our clients can work with.
I used to think, oh, I got this, I can do it, you know, all by myself, and I don't need any help. I need help. I need help.
First thing she told me was, I need help with a lot of things, and you could just see on her face that she was down.
I've been in med management with Jessica, and I've been seeing Alicia Myers for therapy, and then I've been seeing Emily for case management.
Case management is more like linking a client to a service in the community, such as finding housing or connecting with employment resources or any other community resource that they may need.
These 3 women have helped me tremendously to not feel by myself. I felt like more confident in what I was doing and in the steps that I had to take all the time or every day. And I would have somebody to talk to. I'd have somebody to bounce things off of. I'd have somebody that I could be honest with about everything and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, they're gonna judge me, or oh my gosh, I'm gonna, you know, be labeled like I always have been, you know, because I have labels and I don't like them, and people have done that to me, but here they don't do that to you.
For her to have the choice to choose her services and, you know, to put housing on the #1 priority list was super important for her.
She worked very, very hard to help me try to find something. I mean, and like she gave me her phone number and everything too. She's like, I will help you, just call me. And she's been on it.
She began to engage more in conversation with me, which she wasn't really doing before, which is, you know, I could start to tell that her mood was changing a little bit.
She's totally non-judgmental and so down to earth that, I mean, it's so easy to just get along with her. She's like a friend.
Where I basically started was back in '93, April, and I lost my job at NORPAC, and I had a relationship that wasn't working, and so I went and started staying on the north side of Mission Street by I-5 and that. That's where I had my first camp. That was my Hilton camp, I call. That had the 3-piece sectional couch, black and white TV, and yeah. I was homeless there for at least 16 years. Yeah, this kept us out of the rain during the winter. A friend is a friend until he really seriously sees your problem and helps you too. And that's what my friend did. He saw that I needed to get out of homelessness. And that's what helped too, giving me that ride to go get these appointments done. from looking at it with no clothes, no nothing. Now I've got so many clothes and so much that I have to keep giving them away. As far as shopping goes, it's been real nice because I have a lot of close shopping. Fred Meyer's is close, and we have Target over the bridge. And, doctor I have, even for my doctor, he's right over the bridge here at Center Street. That helps me get real close in case I need any physician for another medical emergency. And getting involved, like with the church I'm going to, we have a food pantry where people come in and have food boxes. They can come pick their own food up once a week that we get fresh every week from the Marion Polk Food Share. Is being given back what I was given to me at first, and seeing that these others need help. They just need to be shown that it can be done. Right now, it's a blessing. I love having this home. It's showed me that if you want to keep something, you've got to work at it. It just ain't given to you on a silver platter. And you got to have discipline yourself to stay away from them old ways and just keep in with what you know is right and righteous. And you'll be blessed with a lot of things that you thought you could never have.
I always knew that if I could get a hold of her, that I would be okay. I knew that Shangri-La was they were like the foundation, kind of the foundation for me.
What you call Shangri-La, they have been my Shangri-La, and being able to show me that you can have things that you thought were not even available to you.